Right guys, if you want to hit your first 180, watch this video. First things first, get yourself comfortable on the hockey, nice deep breaths, make yourself feel really relaxed, and then just look only at the treble 20. Don't forget to like and subscribe, it really does help us. Hope you enjoy the video. My first dart has got to be in the top of the treble 20, so make sure the first dart that you throw is high in the 20. Not like that. Once you've got the first dart in, you can relax a bit. If you're looking, I treat that as a crosshair. So I aim straight down the middle of the flight. Hopefully it goes in the treble. I think if you've never hit a 180 before, this is where the panic sets in. You hit the first treble, the excitement builds, you think, this could be the moment. And then you rush the dart, or you forget to take that deep breath, and the dart will go in a 1 or 5 or flick off the 20. But just do these tips and hopefully it'll help you. So again, reset yourself, nice deep breath, look down the flight, down the stem, down to the point, and hopefully follow that line straight into the treble 20. So now, 2 darts in the treble 20. Now it becomes a bit more awkward because we've got 1 dart in the top right corner and 1 straight in the middle. So for me, I want to try and put this dart to the right hand side of that other. So I'll aim again down the crosshair of the top dart. If I hit this with a little bit more force, it should go straight under the dart on the right hand side. So the problem that I've got with this throw now is obviously there's 2 darts in the bed, both in separate areas, and the target area now has become dramatically decreased because of the 2 darts, the big flight, so I'm in danger of a lot of deflections. But I'm going to aim just to the right, try and flick off the flight and go just under, and the advantage of throwing with an 18 gram dart gives me the capability of doing that. So let's see if I can do it. And that's out of it to 180. I remember my dad giving me some advice when I was a kid, talking about hitting 180s and stuff, and it took quite a while to come, but when I hit the first one, I remember I was in my bedroom, I hit the 180, I ran down the stairs, through the living room, right round the table 3 or 4 times, just overjoyed to hit the first 180, and once you get that first one, they come like buses then, that's what they say. The pressure's off then, you can miss all you want, you've already done the feat. You've hit a 180 before, so it becomes a lot easier. The pressure's not on there, and you just keep throwing and you'll hit a lot more 180s. Obviously, it's well documented now when you play on the TV and stuff, how many 180s through a tournament you hit. But in practice, you don't really count them. I don't know, for people who want to do that, obviously just keep throwing at the treble 20. Try and hit as many as you can. A good way of doing that is maybe try and score 5,000 points over a set period of time and see how many 180s you hit in them 5,000 points. And then write it down and then keep continually doing that. The more you do, the better you'll become, especially around the consistency around the treble 20. Obviously, the more you throw at the treble 20, the better you'll become at doing that anyway. The repetition is great value in this. You've just got to keep repeating the process, keep the stance. Everything that you're doing is the same. The throw's the same. The only difference is where the darts may land in the treble, whereas sometimes that could move you. I'll demonstrate in a minute. I've hit 180s where I've had to move over the hockey and throw against myself into the darts. Sometimes that works. Sometimes there'll be 2 in the treble 20 and it'll be impossible to get a dart past, so you'll have to go to 19s. It's the same on the bull. If you get a bad mark at that bullseye, especially when you're throwing for 132, if you throw first dart and it goes right underneath, sticking up on the 25, it becomes more difficult. So it's all about good placement, trying to get your darts on the top of the treble 20. If they're not in, just above the wire as well. And that helps with scoring, going in off the barrel. And if it's not 180, you want it to be 140. So again, just nice deep breaths, or just under. But as you can see, the first dart for me is really key. I can then follow down the dart itself, down the crosshair of the flight, and that's my aim. So once the first dart's in place, throw down the stem, and you'll always find that the grouping becomes really good because you've got that constant aiming spot. But that's why the first dart's so important, because that is where your aim is. You'll also find that your grouping becomes better because you actually are aiming for a certain area. It's a small target. But when that first dart's in, it becomes easier because you've got something to hit. Your dart will flick off the barrel and hopefully go into the same target where the other one is. I think the toughest opponent for 180s has got to be Littler. His ratio of getting that first dart in a treble 20 is very high, which then gives him a great opportunity to hit the 180s. Yeah, if you can get your first dart pretty much bang on, you won't be far off. And even though that's not a 180, the grouping's unreal. It's still really good darts, but it's only 60 points. And then sometimes it's like readjusting. If your first dart's bad, many people shake the head. That takes away your concentration. For me, you just refocus. It's not about the darts that have gone before, it's about the darts that are going to follow. So if you do throw a really bad dart, reset yourself, focus, and pretend your second and your third dart are your first and second darts. And that's the way you eradicate just a bad darts, really. But it does happen. Even in the professionals games, you'll see really bad darts though. Another 180 in quick time. Like I said, first dart in, aim down there. Second dart's in, it was a better dart, so I aimed down there. The third dart is pretty easy to go in because you've got two really good markers. I'll try and do a bad one to show you a bad marker. So I have to move over. It's not too bad, to be fair. See, now that is blocked. It's blocked all of the left-hand side of the bed. So the only real place I have now to hit a 180 is here. Get myself back in my stance. Deep breath again, slightly over from where I would stand normally. Try and throw it over the top. Only just missed, but I'm gonna try that dart again. To the right-hand side, as close to the treble one as you can. And there you have it. Another 180. Probably not the position I wanted it to go in, but I've still got a lot of room there. If I had 6 darts, I could probably put another 3 in. It's so important, especially when you're playing against the biggest players in the world. You make sure you've got the biggest artillery you've got. You hit as many 180s as you can. And that brings you on to, obviously this was me Berlin shirt that I won the Premier League. Here's the trophy. What a wonderful night in my career. Plenty of 180s on the night. The darts that I actually used to win Berlin. And the signed shirt. And they're all up here on the wall at home. Such proud moments. And sometimes when I'm in here, just on my own, I take a minute out to realise what I've done in the game, how happy I am, and what more is to come. Another big title I won was the Nordic Dart Masters in Copenhagen. Obviously a lot more 180s again, but 180s are really pivotal. But it's also the doubles that you need to hit at the end of the game, which are more important, but the 180s get you down to the doubles quicker. So to win tournaments like these, you need to have a heavy artillery, you need to be able to hit as many 180s as you can, hit your doubles at the right time, and listen, you can win any title you want to. Right, just a quick recap on how to hit your 180. First one, make sure the first dart is in a perfect position in the top of the 20. When you're throwing, relax, deep breaths, follow the line, down the flight, down the stem, into the point. So your second dart should follow that line and go into the treble. And then last one, just relax. If you've never hit a 180 before, take a deep breath, because you will hit one. It will eventually come. Give it your all. Try and aim for the 2 darts that are already in the board. It'll flick off them and hopefully go in the treble 20. Good luck, and tag me in any photos or anything. Let me know if you've hit your first 180 or how many you've hit. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel.